Guys, it's Lata from Indian Mom Vlogs. I really like this question somebody left: how to manage housework without maid, how to manage housework with kids, or how to manage your housework with the baby and how to get it done quickly. So I like this question so much, and I thought it is really important to address this question, and that's why this special vlog. Basically, how do I manage my housework? Okay, you have to keep in mind that my kids now are big enough to do their chores. My son is 7 years old, my daughter is 13 years old, and both of them, they have been doing housework since the age of, my daughter started around 3 years age and my son around the same age, 3 to 4 years. So basically they do their own work. So in the night, I ask them to, or rather remind them that they have kept their school dress, including their undergarments, the socks, if there's a belt needed for that particular day, if it's a karate dress needed for that day, whatever, it is ready and it's kept aside. That is their work. Then they have to take care. If they want to carry snacks, they have to pack their own box. My son, he's only 7, but he keeps his snack box. Sometimes usually he puts it in the morning because in the night he doesn't remember. But he gets up, he puts his snack box, whatever he wants to take for snacks. So that is charted out. They take their own baths. They dress up themselves, they comb their own hair. My daughter has started combing her hair from this year. Before, she would comb when it was short. When it got long, I used to help, but now totally she does it herself. There's no help from my end. My son, he does everything himself, like from whenever I know, from UKG I think, or LKG, he's been dressing himself. Yeah, from LKG he dresses himself, he takes his bath. By the time I go to the kitchen, he's ready in his school dress and he's sitting. My daughter takes a little more time because she has other things to take care of. Also, before going to school, they need to make sure that they help mommy, right? So when I make breakfast, I keep it, they take it, eat, put the waste in the dustbin and rinse the plate and leave it in a tub, which I have kept. I will be linking that video somewhere here or in the description. You can watch it. So I hand wash the dishes sometimes mostly, and sometimes I dishwash them. So that's how I am able to manage housework, right? Because I use the resources at home. I use the help of my kids, my husband. Now you need to do that also. So some people think it is, oh, the kids are so small, it's like child labor, it's how can you make them do that? I'm asking you, how can you not make them do that? How can you not make your kids be independent? How can you not train them to take care of their stuff themselves? I mean, that is being selfish. You need to make them independent. That is your role as a parent. You need to teach them how to handle their stuff. Tomorrow something happens, God forbid, you are not there, or they have to go to a hostel, or they move out. I mean, they are 18 and they decide to move out, whatever. But they have to be self-reliant. They need to know how to take care of their needs, their food, their clothing, their house or their room or wherever they are staying, so that they are respected. I mean, they are respecting themselves, and they are gaining the respect of others. That is primarily very important, and don't underestimate it. It builds the self-confidence in your child. It makes them feel very self-reliant, happy, confident. Especially when your child goes into the teenage years, you need to be wary. Haven't you heard that, nowadays the statistics are showing that more and more teenagers are committing suicide, going into depression. Why? Because what is depression? It is thinking about yourself all the time. Sometimes, when I used to go into depression, somebody told me, you're being selfish. You're selfish. You're thinking only about yourself. Think about others. So when you start doing something for somebody else, that's the easiest way to come out of depression or anxiety or whatever. You because your focus is not on you. I did not get this, nobody likes me, my friends don't like me, I don't have this, I don't have that. What are you giving? So basically, when you start doing, whether it's at home, in the society, that is how you build confidence, feel confident, build relationships. So basically, you're teaching your child so many things by teaching them how to do their housework and how to help you with housework. So we will have a special series where we can talk about how to have your child help you in cleaning specifically, so that it makes your life easy, it makes their life easy. They don't have to depend on you for everything. They can do things themselves. So like for example, my son, if he's hungry, he makes his own sandwich and he has, okay, except for chopping a vegetable, he does almost everything. He takes 2 slices of bread, he knows where the butter is, or if he wants cheese is there. Sometime, mostly we don't keep cheese, so he takes the butter, he applies it, he knows where jam is if he feels like having jam. If not, he'll ask me, Mom, can you chop me a tomato? Sometimes I have chopped tomatoes and cucumber kept in the fridge. He simply takes it, puts it on, he knows where to get the salt, puts the salt, and he has his own sandwich. It is healthy and it makes him feel confident. He doesn't leave him hungry. Whenever we go out, we have family emergencies, I know my child can take care of himself even at such a tender age. So you need to have them get reliant, self-reliant. It is really, I cannot emphasize enough how important it is for your child, not only for you, your family, to function properly. So let them do their own chores, let them make. My daughter last night, she made her own dinner for herself. I make dinner, there is dinner, but she likes different things, so she cooks it herself. She's only 13, so what? She made fried rice, she makes microwave meals, and then she feeds her brother also, in case he's interested. I don't like lasagna and all that too much, so I prefer my rice and curry. So always I prepare that and keep it. If they want, they have it. If they don't want, they make that themselves. So that's the way it is. I have noodles kept, egg noodles and all that, so they know how to make it. They'll make it. Basically my son won't make it, my daughter can make it and then give it to my son. So teach them how to do that. Make them, when you let them, give them the independence, they start thinking. It makes them more creative, and they think of ways to make do things faster. They might even do the housework much faster than you can ever imagine or ever do, because they are so tiny. They have no inhibitions, they have no set rules that it has to be done like this only or like that only. They will get absolutely creative, and they cut down time. They can do it much quicker. It helps them in studies, it helps them in many more ways than we can ever imagine. Another thing is what they do is, they have gotten up, they dress themselves up. Breakfast I make. If I do not make, they know how to make. They'll have at least bread, butter. They won't go hungry. And I make usually dosa or idli, and they'll have that. They'll put their plates. Then the snack boxes, they pack it themselves. Lunch box I pack, but they get the boxes ready. So they carry a lunch bag. So they keep, my son will get the lunch bag, his and his sister's, and keep it there, because she needs more time to get dressed in the morning. And then there's a napkin and a spoon, all that he keeps ready. So I just put the food in my boxes. I keep these boxes separate so that I know where it is always washed and kept there. And I will pack it and put it in the box, and they take it. Water, I fill it for them. If not, sometimes they'll fill it the night before and keep it ready. So there are days I do it for them in the morning. So basically that's it, right? The kitchen work is all I have to do is just prepare the meal. Then I do my daily routine. So daily routine would be I wash the bathroom. Wash in the sense I just wipe the sink and the commode, pick up any hair which is on the bathroom floor, that is where I comb my hair. Haul any cleaning has to, like picking up, has to be done. I do that. Also before going to school I ask them, I have to remind them, there are days you have to remind them. So like make sure you've made your bed. So they'll pull up the bed sheet and just straighten it out. It's not perfect, but it's made. And then they'll any clothes which they have removed and changed, they have to put that in a area near the washing machine. I have a basket, they put it there. So from there I just have to keep it in the washing machine. So there are days my son or daughter, they will load the washing machine and go also, so I need to just dry the clothes. So involve them in the work, make them do the work. Once they come back from school, they have to make sure their place is neat. They have set toys, they take their toys, they play, then they need to put it back before going to school, before going to sleep. And they need to clean up. So the hall, I have bought this duster and I give it to my son and he loves it. So I say the 10 minutes please just dust everything. So he'll go around the rooms and dust off, and he's really good at it. And then he loves to sweep. So if he's in a really like that sweeping mood as you call it, he'll come and ask and I'll say, okay, can you clean up the hall? So he'll sweep up the hall, he picks it up in that picking up thing, puts it in the dustbin. So he clears the hall and his room. So that's the only prime area, right? If anybody comes, that's what people will look at. So I also do that. If anything falls, anything, I do a quick cleanup. Then I try and do my weekly cleaning without fail. I try to do my zone cleaning so that my house is in order. It's never really in a messy state. It's very difficult to clean if it's very dirty. So if you do some type of cleaning every day, even if you are working, I work from home, I need to send in reports to the clients and all that, so I have deadlines to keep. So I try to do it at a time like very early in the morning or in the middle in the afternoon, around say 10 to 11 or 12 o'clock or 2ish, depends on how much work I have to do for the client. So but I try to do something every day. So that's how those are some of my tips on how to manage your housework, especially with kids. Involve them. If your kids are too tiny, do the housework around the time they sleep. Yeah, I do remember being very tired. So try to sleep with them a little, and then you don't have to sleep as much as they sleep. So certain hours you can, like for 1 hour they're taking a nap, or half an hour, use that half an hour, 15 minutes, and do some basic cleaning. That's enough for the day. At least that much cleaning you have done. If you don't do even those 15 minutes, the house will look dirty, filthy, and it'll eat you up. You will feel tired all the time. So those were my tips on how to manage your housework with kids, and even without a servant. This is how I do it. So hopefully you could get some tips out of this, and please do share below, how do you manage your housework? What kind of tips are you ready to share? I am so interested in knowing. I always like to know, because I want to make my system also better. It would help my household. So do share, and thank you so much for watching. Keep watching other videos. I have cleaning videos and cooking videos and tons of different videos on this channel. Find a video which piques your interest and just watch it. Bye bye.